morning, everybody. Well, when I'm recording this, it's the morning, but it may be a different time for you when you're listening. And welcome to today's episode on the Fashion Fables podcast. It has gotten so cold. I currently am in Pennsylvania, which is expected because it is November, but it's just kind of crazy because I feel like the weather went from warm and nice to just all of a sudden so cold, and I like the cold weather, but I also do get cold a lot, so it's kind of been a little rough to manage it, but it's all about just dressing properly, and so I've kind of learned to do that. And so for this episode, I want to chat on how you can stay warm during these winter months, because there's nothing worse than going outside and not really realizing that it was as cold as it is, and now you're so cold for the rest of the day, and being cold is the worst. So I kind of learned it the hard way too, though, because I was never one to kind of dress, I always thought I was dressed right, but then I'd be I actually should have worn a black undershirt under or something to keep me warm, and that kind of affected me and my mood, because I was just cold the whole time, and so then it'd be hard for me to focus and whatnot, because the cold, I just keep thinking about how cold I am, whatever. So yeah, I would suggest, if you are a person who lives in an area where it's currently getting colder and you're kind of caught off guard and just would like some tips on how to stay warmer, first I would suggest literally getting yourself into wearing turtlenecks, because turtlenecks have low-key saved me. First off, because the neck is high, so it keeps your neck warm, and it's usually thickly lined and stuff like that, knitted, so it's just really all around a perfect option. And with turtlenecks, it's so easy to layer them. So literally what I'll do is I'll get a turtleneck, I'll put it on, and I'll put an overcoat over it, or a sherpa, a scarf. There's literally so many options you can go with that. And then if you're even cold with just the turtleneck, you can put a long sleeve shirt under that, so that it's double layered. And if you're hot, you can always take one or the other off. But just always being prepared for these colder months, November, December, January, February, March starts getting a little, where I live in America, in the tri-state area, and so we have all 4 seasons, so winter, spring, summer, fall, and so it's honestly just a matter of knowing the weather. I always check the weather beforehand because I want to make sure that I'm prepared and stuff like that, because if I don't, I might be running out of the house with inappropriate type of clothing for the weather. So yeah, I think it's just being mindful and knowing yourself. Some people get colder faster than others. Some people need to layer up in order to stay warm. Other people can just rock and roll with not as many layers. So it's honestly up to you. And honestly, also always make sure you have gloves on hand. Maybe even a hat, a little beanie. That can actually add a chic look, adding a little beanie. So yeah. And also, don't be afraid to venture out of your comfort zone just because it's the colder seasons. Don't feel you're obligated to wear just the basic things, a sweater and jeans and stuff like that. You can be creative, because honestly that makes it more fun, and it makes you kind of get out of that. Sometimes in the cold weather your mood can change, and it can be as happy as you would, but that seasonal depression or whatever. So I think that what you wear, if you're wearing a cute outfit, even if it's cold out, you'll still feel good and you'll still want to have a productive day. But if you're cold, don't always just make the excuse of, oh, it's too cold and I didn't feel getting all dressed up or whatever, because just make that extra effort, because I promise you that you might even feel better after it. And just be wow, I actually am having a good day despite the weather, and even though I'm not the biggest fan of cold weather, I'm dealing with it and I look cute. So yeah, also another suggestion would be jeans, because jeans are the best. They're more, I guess, warm because they're thicker and stuff like that. I also like wearing leggings, but they don't keep me as warm in these winter months. And also high boots, whatever color you want. I have a pair of black, and now I got a pair of brown, and they're just really cute. You can do up any outfit. And right now, I'm actually wearing like a quarter zip from Aerie with a pair of jeans and high black boots with like almost like a stiletto front to the boot, so it's more like a pointy with like a tiny heel, and it's so cute. And so yeah, I think that there's so many ways to dress it up, and I also still wear my staple jewelry even in these months. So I'll wear like my rings, my necklace, sometimes a bracelet, and always my earrings because I like never take those out. And sherpas are another great way. You can never go wrong with a sherpa. I suggest just getting like thicker material, things that will keep you warm. Uggs are great. I know those are kind of making a comeback, Ugg boots. I mean, it's not always that it's like freezing outside, so there are some days that you don't have to dress as warmly as others, but there's definitely those days that are just like frigid, and so you actually need to be properly dressed or else you will freeze. Like, I don't know for any of my listeners who may be college students, but you know, walking on a college campus can really be cold in these months. Like walking from point A to point B, even though it might not be the longest walk, it's still like when you're walking, the air can go right through you if you're not like covered up and stuff like that, and that can like eventually get you sick. So I would say this episode's more like a health conscious, because I'm like talking about making sure that you keep warm so that you don't get sick and like you feel your best, but it's also about fashion. So I think this was a good way to incorporate both that fashion lifestyle aspect that I have going for my podcast and my brand. And another thing, a little tip, is like with your nails. So I will like always be like a neutral gal. So like I'll always get like the light pink, beiges, browns, stuff like that. But I also think like during these months, like black toes are so chic, and I got those, and like I absolutely love it because they match with everything, and it's honestly just like, I don't know, I like the way it looks. Also burgundy. If you're ever feeling like, I love getting the neutral nails, but like I kind of want to switch it up today. So burgundy is always like classic. It looks really nice. It's like a deep red or like a wine red, just like very nice. And then there is like black. I was a little hesitant about getting black on my nails only because that might be a little much for me, like too dark. But the toes especially I love, and I'm sure it would look great on the nails too. So yeah, don't be afraid to play, and if you want to get out of that neutral realm, try for like a burgundy or black, because it's really cute, and it goes with like fall, November, Christmas, or whatever holiday coming that you celebrate in these months. So to wrap this up, make sure you wear warm clothes that keep you, I don't know, just like you don't feel freezing when you're wearing them. So for example, cardigans are really good. Layering is so important. Have like an undershirt, which can be like a long sleeve with a turtleneck over that, and then a scarf, and then some type of like cute sherpa jacket. That's like the classic go-to look I always do, and I switch that up, but like that's really what I do on top. And then I'll do like nice like warm jeans, and then a pair of high boots, and you're literally set. It's so chic. You can't go wrong with it. There's so many ways to mix and match that with different color like sherpas, different color cardigans, overcoats, stuff like that, and it literally like so timeless, so elegant. Like you'll look so nice. And you can pair that with like a nice little clutch. Like I always carry my Burberry clutch that I recently purchased, but you know, you can carry anything. I don't know, just finish off that look. Put on a little bit of lip gloss or whatever you got going on, whatever makes you feel your best. Curl your hair if you want, put it in a clip, and literally go about your day. I know these months can feel like a little dragged on and like longer because they're cold and the weather might not be the best for you, but just take it day by day and make the best out of it, because every day is going to be beautiful, and so you kind of just need to embrace that, and your clothing can totally make that difference. So I hope you guys enjoyed listening. If you have any questions on how I kind of stay warm this winter, and I can't forget, make sure you have like a glove and hat, like maybe in your bag or something, just in case. Hat keeps your head warm, and gloves keep your hands warm, which is so important. And they even have ones that like you can like wear still while texting and going on your phone. So look into that too, probably like on Amazon. And none of this winter fashion has to be expensive. You can go on Amazon, because Amazon fashion is actually like really good. Like if you dig and like you find things, they have cute stuff that you can find in like a regular store. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your day. If you have any questions on what winter wear to wear or how I stay warm, feel free to reach out. And I love you guys, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.